A good afternoon to the members of my Facebook group, Reflect, Inspire, and Motivate with Marleen Smith. How is everyone today? It's a hot day in Barbados. It's a hot, sunny day in Barbados. But the tourists are loving it. They are loving it. They're lapping it up. Enjoy the view. While I'm here, I'm going to share 1 or 2 poems with you. Just to drop a little inspiration into your day, to brighten up your day in case you're feeling down. And even if you aren't feeling down, the inspiration is still good. This first one is written by Susan Polis Schutz. The gift of being the best you can be. Sometimes you think that you need to be perfect, that you cannot make mistakes. At these times, you put so much pressure on yourself. I wish that you would realize that you are only a human being, like everyone else, capable of reaching great potential, but not capable of being perfect. So please, just do your best and realize that this is enough. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Be happy to be the wonderful, unique, very special person that you are. And that is so true. Sometimes we spend so much time trying to be something that we will never be perfect. And I always advise people to aim for excellence. Do the best that you can within your power. But when it comes to perfection, only God is perfect. We are not perfect. So just do the best that you can and what is within your power to do. So don't place so much pressure on yourself. You're only a human being, and you're capable of making mistakes, errors. You know, we all have flaws, you know. And another piece of advice is not to compare yourself with other people because you are unique. You are unique. There is no one else quite like you. Some people are similar, in some aspects, but we are all different. And there's something very special and very wonderful about each one of us. So, don't use up all of your energy trying to be perfect or trying to compare yourself with someone else or trying to outdo someone. Do your thing. Be your way. And I'm sure that someone else will find beauty in whatever it is that you do. The next poem I'm going to read is by Colin McCarthy. The Gift of Aspiration. If you can reach out, you can hold on. If you can imagine, you can achieve. If you just begin, you can continue. Search within, and you'll find a reason to believe. If you can get involved, you can make it happen. If you can give, you will be rewarded with the taking. If you can climb, you can climb even higher. Envision it. Your success is in the making. If you don't put limits on yourself, you can always keep striving. You might amaze yourself with what you discover you can do. If you want to reach out for happiness, don't ever forget that. You can go as far as your dreams can take you. And that was written by Colleen McCarthy. This one also has a lot of truth in it. Once you've started something, once you've made that step, that first step, once you've laid the foundation, then why would you have doubts in yourself that you cannot make the next step, that you cannot go on a little farther, that you cannot reach out or reach up a little higher? We have to start believing in ourselves and stop from looking for excuses. If you can go that far, why can't you make it happen? Why can't you keep your eyes on the prize? Why can't you aim to succeed? Sometimes we come halfway and then something gets into our thoughts and tells us that it's not going to happen for us. We're not going to be a success, that we are a failure. Sometimes we allow negative thoughts to come into our minds and tell us, someone went before you and they failed. Or your mother was a failure, your father was a failure, and they were before you. What makes you think that you will succeed? But I encourage you today to take those negative thoughts out of your head. And if anything negative has come up along the way of you thriving or aiming or going toward your goal, take that negative and turn it around and turn it into a positive. It has happened before and it can happen again. Just envision your success in the making. And don't put limits on yourself. When you put limits on yourself, you've already crushed your self-confidence. You've already spoken words into your project, into your life, into your goals. You have already sown negative seeds by the words that you're speaking, by the attitudes you're displaying, by the actions that you are carrying out. So don't put limits on yourself. Just keep on striving. You may surprise yourself. You will definitely surprise the others who went before you and tried, who failed. Maybe they were not strong enough. Maybe they were not courageous enough. Maybe they were not bold enough. They didn't have the gumption. Maybe they didn't have anyone to motivate them, and they themselves were not self-motivated. Maybe they just needed a little encouragement. Remember that if you want to feel accomplished and satisfied, and you want to be successful, you cannot give up. You can't give up on yourself. You know, God never gave up on us. And it's the same thing with when you are serving God. When you're serving God, you want to grow from strength to strength, from faith to faith. You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to learn more about Him. You want to draw closer to Him. You want to strengthen your communication with Him. And if you don't do things, or you don't put things in place that will help you to achieve that, you will find yourself going back to your old ways, your old life, your old lifestyle. Because if you don't feed yourself and nourish yourself and strengthen yourself and ground yourself, there's always another force out there that is always willing and ready to take over. And you will find yourself slipping back into the old you from where you came. So you'll find that little things will creep in. The little habits, the little cravings, the little desires. And then they will build up. They will accumulate. Until it comes to a point where you would not even know yourself. You would not even believe that after you've come so far, that you have gone back to the same place which you worked so hard to get yourself away from. So friends, I want to encourage you today to aim for what you believe in, the goals that you set, and all the endeavors that you set, that you're looking to achieve. Aim toward them. And I will also tell you that you cannot do it alone. You can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. So when you're feeling weak, when you're feeling despondent, when you're feeling as though you will slip, when you're having doubts, remember that Jesus cares. He cares. I'll tell you that God did not create us so that we will live in despair, that we will be wandering from day to day, and we'll be wondering He wants us to live fulfilled lives. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to live a life of value and of worth. And again, whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, do it to the best of your ability. But forget about comparing yourself with others. You have your own unique gifts. You have your own set of skills. Your brain works different to someone else's brain. You were made up differently. You are unique. So don't compare yourself to others. Just do whatever you can do to the best of your ability. And stop from wasting time and energy and putting so much pressure on yourself, comparing yourself to others. Don't be comparing your abilities, your beauty, your achievements to someone else. Everyone has their own struggle. Remember that. So when it's looking like it's easy for someone else, it might not be that easy for them. That might just be the surface that you're looking at. Because that person looking at you might be saying to themselves that you seem to be handling yourself pretty easy, and they wish that they were handling life like you, and that they were able to achieve the things that you are achieving with such ease, and that they were as competent as you are. As human beings, we all fall victim to low self-esteem and low self-confidence from time to time. Each of us have experienced that. You know, we all have our own insecurities. People struggle with these things every day. People struggle with weight control, money management, you know, the ability to learn at a fast rate. Some people are slower than others. Some people grasp things faster than others. But a lot of times it is just the method in which we are taught. Some people learn differently. We all learn in different ways. We catch on to things differently. So it's just a matter of choosing what method is best for you. So don't ever have doubts in yourself in thinking that you are odd, or that you're incompetent, or that you can't do something. You can do all things through Christ who made you. You can do all things. You can do anything as long as you put your mind to it, and as long as you put God in it, as long as you believe in yourself and you have faith. And that's what I want to leave you with today. Thanks very much for listening and watching the video. Have a great day. I love all of you. Bye.